Now from the windy city of Chicago, there's a beautiful look at fabled Wrigley Field. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Cincinnati Reds and the Chicago Cubs. Two of the league's premier first basemen, Votto and Rizzo, coming up next. John Lackey is on the mound for Game 2. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, Matty, he's got close to 200 innings this year. Been very dependable, thrown deep into a lot of ball games. He's looking to do the same in this one.
Here comes perhaps the fastest man in baseball as Billy Hamilton strides forward to get this ball game underway.
Number 6.
That's yanked into the stands, strike one.
First pitch, 7:06.
Here's a high pop-up. And he'll put this one away for the first out of the inning. A moment here to take a look at the Cincinnati Reds starting lineup in this one. Thoughts, EK? Anyone stand out?
Well, there's no doubt they really need Joey Votto to bust out big time. He's in a real power drought. Did not hit a single home run all of last month. Now, that's hard to believe when we're talking about a guy with his type of power.
Eugenio Suarez will stand in, and as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against the southpaws than he does against right-handers. Lackey gets the sign. First pitch on its way. And that's in there for strike one. EK, as we look at the Cubs entering play here tonight, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
And things haven't gone all that smoothly for them here on this homestand. They've won just twice in 5 games. So they're going to be looking to get a little offense going to take some of the pressure off of this pitching staff.
Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Well, overall, Parker is a solid umpire, but I have seen sometimes when there was some inconsistency calling the corners. As a pitcher, it seems he doesn't always give you the same spot when it's on the black.
Back goes Hayward. Gone! So a solo shot here to left center field. Home run number 15 for him thus far. As the Reds strike first, it's 1-0.
And if he was guessing up there, he was guessing right, because he's all over that thing like a shaggy dog, and he drives it over the wall.
Joey Votto will stride in as he's running out of time now if he wants to make a late push for that home run crown.
Joey Votto.
Grounded up the first baseline. Rizzo was there, and he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first. And with that, let's take a look at the Cubs' alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, the center fielder in this one, as good as anybody out there in the field. Has a lot of speed, can cover a lot of ground, and most importantly, he's very reliable.
Devin Mesoraco will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday. First pitch coming, here it is. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. And he falls behind 0-2. The 0-2 home. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. But the Reds hit the scoreboard first on this solo homer. On to the bottom of the first here at Wrigley. It's now 1-0 Reds. Homer Bailey is on the mound for the Reds in this one. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, the way he's been throwing this year, definitely in the running for the Cy Young Award. You talk to people in baseball circles, they're mentioning his name among the leaders for this award. I can't wait to watch him throw in this one.
Jason Hayward comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Jason Hayward.
Hit hard back up the middle. And that's a base hit, so the leadoff man's aboard to start off the home half of the first.
Yeah, he hit a good pitch there. This thing's toward the outside part of the plate, but he stays with it all the way. Uses the big part of the field and gets himself a base hit.
Kyle Schwarber will stride in as he's running out of time now if he wants to make a late push for that home run crown. Into the seats, 0-1. Nobody out, runner on first. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two. And Eric, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, they continue to fall on hard times, losing again last time out, and that makes 7 losses in their last 8 games.
Yeah, and they dropped the opener of the series and of the road trip last time out. I thought they came out a little flat, but still plenty of time to turn that around, though.
In the dirt here, but fortunately here, no advance. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. A runner at first with no outs here. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. And now time to check how Joe Madden has lined the Cubbies up in this one. What's the key to sending fans home smiling tonight, Steve?
Hey, just keep doing what they've been doing. They lead the league in slugging percentage. Work the ball down the lines and in the gaps. Continue to get those extra base hits that have been so crucial for them, and they're going to be successful.
Stepping in, Chris Bryant. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's the first pitch to him. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. That's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Set to deliver the 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. That's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
And this isn't an easy thing to do right here. This is a tough slider on the inside part of the plate. Watch how he keeps that front side strong, stays on it all the way, and he winds up just ripping this one for 2 bases.
Anthony Rizzo will stand in as you take a look at that highlighted column on your screen. He's closing in on that home run title.
Well, he does have a shot at that home run title, but he's only hit 2 home runs in his last 10 games, so might be tailing off a little.
And there's ball 4 now, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force at the plate is in order.
You talk about the ultimate sign of respect. First inning, they're not even going to try to make him fish. It's just, here, take first. I've got a feeling that might not be the last time we see this.
So striding in, Javier Baez, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the defense for the Cincinnati Reds. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Sure, guys. It's great to have a center fielder with the speed of Billy Hamilton. I don't think there's anybody in the game that can cover as much ground as he does out there. Doesn't have the strongest arm, but it's strong enough to get the job done. And nobody can play the entire outfield at once, but if anybody could, it's got to be Billy.
Christian Villanueva is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0. Does he dare go fastball here 2-0?
I think he's got to.
This is on the ground to short. Is he going to get out of this? He is. They get the force at second base, and the inning is over. Cubs wind up leaving them loaded. It remains 1-0. Scott Schebler will stand in here, and like so many others, hitless in the shutout last night.
Well, it seems like it's going from bad to worse. He had a bad day yesterday, and he's hitting under 200 in his last 10.
Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. Sent on the ground out to second. There's Baez. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting sixth, second baseman, Brandon Phillips.
Brandon Phillips will stand in. Couple of hits in that ball game last night. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. Lackey's ready. Here's the 0-2. Hit to short. Gloved by Russell. Throw to first takes care of Phillips, and he's retired for out number 2.
Now, these infielders have been busy early on, and that's another ground ball out for them. Probably not going to be the last one we see either.
Adam Duvall will come forward now as we give you a look at his home and away splits so far this year. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. A little bouncer. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Ground ball left side. To his left, Villanueva. Throw in time, and the side is retired. A strong inning that time out of John Lackey. And his club's keeping it close. It's 1-0. Addison Russell will start things out. Bottom third of the order, 7, 8, and 9 to start out the home half of the second.
Addison.
And they probably still can't believe they didn't get anything out of that first inning. They got the bases loaded, but just couldn't cash in.
First offering on its way. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Well, he's gotten away here early with leaving some of these pitches out over the middle of the plate, especially to start some of these at-bats.
Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
Boy, tough slider right there. Had him leaning back. I don't think he could have done anything with that pitch, even if he did swing at it.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Maybe a good opportunity here to show him a changeup, give him a different look.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
And if you're looking for round numbers, that's strikeout number 100 for him now on the season. Now, that's a number that I know he would like to cut down on, but sometimes you just got to take the good with the bad.
Miguel Montero will make his way in now as you get a look at his splits there on your screen. And Bailey will take something off to start the at-bat. No balls and a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this is swung on and missed that time by Montero. No balls and 2 strikes now. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
This is well struck. High and deep toward the left field corner. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double.
A little surprising to me that this ball stayed fair. He gives it a pretty good ride into the corner. The outfielder gives chase, but this is going to wind up inside the chalk by not much more than a foot or two, and he'll coast into second with a double.
Standing in now, John Lackey. As he swings on the first pitch and lifts a fly ball out to center. Hamilton comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for round number 2.
And this is all about taking charge out there. That's the center fielder's ball if he can get there. So he calls everybody off and he makes the play easily.
So stepping in, Jason Hayward, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. From the stretch. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
Well, that's a pretty good spot to try and lock him up inside, but you know, he can turn on that location if that's out over the plate.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You got to make these guys earn it.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. That's in there, and it'll run the count to full 3-2.
And on the mound, you'd like to finish this off, but still, you don't have to lay one in there on 3-2.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Around third and being waved on home. The tying run is in to score from second. It's 1-1.
Well, that's what he's done well all season. And that's swing the bat with runners in scoring position. He drives in another one here on the RBI double.
Coming to the plate now, Kyle Schwarber. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Ready with the 0-2. Line toward the alley in left center. That gets down, and the inning will continue. The relay. The tag, and they'll get him at second, and with that, the side is retired. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and no one left on base. We played 2 full. It's the Cubs 2 and the Reds 1. Zach Cozart stands in for the first time now, and he's been in fuego of late. Seen that average shoot up quite a bit over these past 8 ball games. Lackey steps into the windup. Here's the first pitch. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
This is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Now a swing and a ball lofted down the right field line and fairly deep. Around first, on his way to second now. And now this will get over the wall down the line out there for a ground rule double.
Homer Bailey.
Into the box now, Homer Bailey. And he'll try and get his man to third here as he puts this one down. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
And with your pitcher at the plate, you always like it when he can get that bunt down on the very first pitch. Not only do you let him get back to the dugout and rest up just a little bit, but you also keep that momentum going. And that's a nice job right there.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. Any thought to bringing the infield in here with one away?
Still a little early in my book. A run you can live with. What you don't want to do is let this snowball into a big inning.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. And certainly no offer at that one. It's 1-2.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
Out in front of that one. May have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Line towards center field. And that's going to get down in front of Hayward for a base hit. In to score is the runner from third. It's now a 2-2 ball game.
Just a perfect swing right there. You'll see it head down, eyes right on the baseball all the way. Great extension. He just drives this thing into center field to score that runner from third.
Stepping in now, Eugenio Suarez. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike one. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a liner. Foul. Runner at first here with one away in a 2-2 ball game. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
I'll say this. He wasn't going to get his arms extended on that one.
Got him looking with the fastball as that had some two-seam movement to it. 2 gone.
And when you're trying to think down in the zone, that's a pitch you're just not prepared to see. I think it just caught him off guard there as this is in there at the letters.
In is Joey Votto now. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
Look out, there goes Hamilton. Pitch outside, the throw. Might have been in time, but it's high, and it allows his man to dive in safely.
Boy, I'm not too sure if a good throw would have had him here or not. But you can see he doesn't get on top of his throw down, and it sails on him just a little bit. That's going to allow the runner to dive in safely with a stolen base.
That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Everything away here, and with pretty good reason.
Yeah, they'll say, left field, it's all yours. You want to beat us that way? Go ahead and do it.
2-1, here it is. Oh, and he gets a fastball up in the zone, and he hammers it out to deep left field, and this baby is gone. A home run. Joey Votto, a 2-run shot. 38th home run of the season for him. And it stakes the Reds to a 4-2 lead.
Oh, and here comes the long ball again to bite him. The second one he's allowed here in the first 2 2/3. I'll tell you what, the way he's throwing right now, the third one might send him to the showers.
The catcher, Devin Mesoraco, stands in. As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Feels like he's kind of relied a little too much on that fastball.
And it's gotten him into trouble. I think guys have just gone up there looking for it, and usually they wind up getting it.
Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul for the second strike. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Well, normally that 2-seamer has a lot more movement to it. You know, it's been pretty straight for him in this one, and he's gotten into trouble because of it.
3 runs already home here. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Here's a fastball that's wrapped out to left center, and this is going to get down for a base hit. The throw into second. And a good effort to bring it back in quickly, but he's in at second base with a double.
Well, I think this was a little bit of a gamble from my perspective. I had a feeling that he'd take a big turn around first and then hold on, but he was having none of that. He's smelling 2 all the way, and he's going to make it there with a hustle double.
Into the box, Scott Schebler. As this is grounded foul off to the left, it's strike 1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Hit sharply on the ground. Baez fields it cleanly. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. We played 2.5. It's now 4-2 Cincinnati. Chris Bryant digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
Oh, he looks like he's swinging a garden hose out there as this is cut on and missed for strike 1.
And you've got work to do up there now that you're trailing. You don't want to help him out right here at the start.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Oh, and 2, here it comes. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Tried to shoot the corner, and he missed it. 2-2.
I smell another changeup coming here before too long.
Could even be right here.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. So with 1 gone here in the inning, it's time to check out the Cubs' upcoming schedule so you can plan your week around staying at home and watching Cubs baseball here with us. So 1 gone in the inning, and that'll bring up the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. You'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. That's by him for strike 1. Third inning here, already 4-2 our score. Hit in the air to center field. Moving under it, Hamilton. 2 gone.
Second baseman, number 9, Javier Baez.
Into the box now, Javier Baez. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, his swing definitely broke down a little bit last time. He got way underneath the ball. It'll be interesting to see if he can make that adjustment and stay on top of the ball here.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2.
Yeah, that's a great pitch on 1-2. You start it in the zone, and hopefully you'll get that guy thinking he needs to protect. It turned out to be a good take.
Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Can't ask for much more there out of Homer Bailey, as his guys keep their 4-2 lead. Back alongside Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as internet sensation Dat Dude Brandon Phillips gets set to lead off the Cincinnati half of the inning. Right back at it now is Lackey as he gets ahead to start the frame. It's strike 1.
And for that guy right there, this is going to be an important inning. He's already given up 4 runs through 3. And you know, they need to get a minimum of 5, hopefully 6 innings out of him. So he needs to show something right here.
Hayward going back on it. Gone! And that dinger puts him 2 short of the 200 mark for his career.
Yeah, and you know, some guys will lie to you and tell you that they're just out there playing day by day, not thinking about any of those particular milestones. They just want to get a W for the team. But the truth is, you do know when you're approaching those milestones, even the minor ones. He's keenly aware of how many home runs he's got, Matt.
Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. Standing in now, Adam Duvall. Hot shot down the line. 5 runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. Seems like they're showing a lot of faith in this guy, leaving him out there.
And I think you appreciate that as a pitcher, but sometimes when you don't have it, you don't have it. Looks like this is going to be one of those times.
And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
You know, and this is one of the few downsides to being a guy with tremendous strength at the plate. Once you get that thing started, it's really hard to put on the brakes, and he winds up breaking the plane right here, and that's strike 3.
Here's the shortstop, Zach Cozart. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. You know, you start to worry that maybe this already has the makings of a short outing.
And that's not what that man right there wants to hear. He'd hate to have to make a change this early, but he might have to.
And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1.
And a good pitch there. It's a big front door curveball, and he had no way of opening up to it.
Fastball taken inside for a ball. 2-1 now.
And after that double in his first at-bat, You can tell they're approaching him with a bit more caution here. As well they should.
All even now, 2-2. One out, nobody on. Squared that one up just a little late. Lackey looks in. The 2-2 pitch. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Hard hit ball to second, and that's through for another base hit. He'll make it 2 for 2 in this one.
And another hard hit ball off of him right there. And that's not the first one he's allowed so far. As you take a look at his line, not too much to write home about right there. This has not been one of his better performances at all.
Homer Bailey steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
And they elect to have the pitcher bunt with 1 gone as he puts this one down. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
You know, in this situation, some people may say, with 1 out, why not just let him swing away? You know why you don't let him swing away? Because as a pitcher, that's why. All you can hope for is for him to go up there and make a productive out, and that's what he did.
Billy Hamilton will stride in, popped out and singled in his 2 trips.
Yeah, and he made just a little adjustment last time coming off of that pop-up the first time around, and he got himself a base knock. That's what the good ones do.
Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0.
And even though he's given up his share of hits so far, he still hasn't walked anybody, so at least he's got that going for him.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
We saw this in his last start. He just hasn't been able to find that put-away pitch with 2 strikes that you've got to have at this level.
Lackey at an even 70 pitches now in the outing. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And here's a ball hit in the air. Schwarber giving chase, and this will fall, but it's a foul ball. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and this gets right through him, and that may be a run. The throw home, and Montero's tag will be applied a fraction too late. He's in there to score.
Things are not going any better for him this inning either. That's 6 runs he's given up so far, and I don't think I've seen anything that tells me he's about to turn things around.
Eugenio Suarez strides into the box now, launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. And a curveball to begin the at-bat, 0-1. Two out here and a runner at second. Fouled back. And this one's inside and high. 1-2 now. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Reds 6 and the Cubs 2. Villanueva is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
Well, you know, they've fallen behind by quite a bit in the early going here, so they need a good inning here to get them back in the game.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Yeah, a couple of mid-90s fastballs, and he hasn't been close on either one of them.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And this is swung on and missed, and this fourth inning will start the same way he ended the third, with a strikeout, and there's one away.
Well, at this point, you know he's going to be a much more relaxed pitcher out there on the mound. He's working with a 4-run lead, and he does a good job right there to earn himself out number 1.
Here's Addison Russell, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Well, should be 2-0, but he goes way out of the zone to go after that one, and it's even 1-1.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. And that misses off the plate and low, so it's 3-1 now. Miguel Montero waits on deck. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. And there's a called strike at the knees, as he was hoping for a base on balls there, but it's a full count now, 3-2. 1 out, nobody on. Fastball, strike 3 called, as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
That's now 3 straight strikeouts going back to last inning. Whatever he's throwing, it's working up there.
Miguel Montero stands in, looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here, with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Two out, nobody on. Hit sharply toward the right side. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Well, he'd had some high-stress innings here so far. It was looking like he turned a corner and was on his way to a much-needed 1-2-3, but he's going to have to get in the stretch here after all.
Dexter Fowler will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 24, Dexter Fowler.
Swing and a little tapper. Foul ball, however, strike 1. Now the 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. A runner on first with 2 away. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. And that misses 2-2.
I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
2-2 count. Here it comes. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
And now the benefit of you working the count to 3-2 is that runner gets a head start from first with 2 away.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. After it is Hamilton, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Cubs. They still trail here. It's 6-2. Aaron Crow is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep them in the game here.
Crow.
Ready now, Joey Votto. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Well, that was a fastball that he hit then, so we'll see if they go after him with hard stuff again.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Line toward the gap in left center, but this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out, number 1.
Well, that one looked like for all the world it was a sure single leading off the inning. It was certainly hit hard enough, but evidently it was hit a little too hard as it winds up getting flagged down, and that's just a tough break.
The catcher, Devin Mesoraco, stands in. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. There to take it is Rizzo, and there are 2 away now.
As a manager, you love your relievers to come in and give you plenty of strikeouts. But I'll tell you what, there isn't a manager alive that'll get upset when you come in and get 2 outs on 3 pitches.
Scott Schebler will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. You've got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep him rolling over.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground. In a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. Takes just 4 pitches to set down the Reds. They lead it 6-2. Leading off the inning, Jason Hayward. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Bailey's ready. Here's the first pitch. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
He's just working east and west here. He'll be fine if he just stays out of the middle.
Swung on and chopped up the middle. Throws in time, and that's out, number 1.
Now batting.
And that's what the 2-seam fastball will do for you. Running away, not just for strikeouts. Here he gets him to hit it on the ground for an easy out.
Kyle Schwarber steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
And we've seen guys swing at that 4-seam riding fastball up in the zone. But you're never going to get on top of that thing when it's up that high.
Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2.
Boy, he was so far behind that first pitch that he over-adjusted and was so far ahead of this one.
And a waste pitch there, 1-2. Trying to strike him out for the second time. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
He's hoping to just run that heater by him. So he's ramped up the velocity here in the last 2 pitches.
2 runs, 6 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. All even at 2-2. Here it is. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight.
All right, now that fastball's been so good, he really hasn't needed any of his secondary pitches. Another good heater there.
Settling in now, Chris Bryant. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Good fastball there from Bailey as he takes charge, 0-1. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one, 0-2.
And he's really going to have to fight now. You got to take a little bit out of your swing and find a way to put this ball in play.
And a wasted pitch there, 1-2.
Well, that's a good thing that pitch was above the strike zone, because a few inches lower and that ball's right in his wheelhouse.
Back to the fastball, but it's upstairs. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They still trail here. It's 6-2. Brandon Phillips will stride in as he'll lead things off here in the Cincinnati 6th.
Second baseman, Brandon Phillips.
Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. They'll ride the hot hand on the mound as this man will stay out there after the 1-2-3 inning last time around.
And the more important set of numbers is that he got that 1, 2, 3 against the guys hitting in the middle of the lineup, 3, 4, and 5. So now, as a reward, he'll get to match up with the bottom portion of the lineup here.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Yeah, with the bases empty, that's the right spot for that 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. The 2-2 pitch. Hit hard up the middle. And that'll get on through into center field, so he's got himself a leadoff single. So make it 2 hits for him now on the night as this one finds its way into center. And as we check out our team leaderboard, we see that his total is good for 2nd best on this Cincinnati ball club.
Yeah, he's a big producer offensively for this ball club. Definitely one of the guys they depend on to make things happen.
Adam Duvall will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Maybe a spot to pitch out on 0-1?
Well, I think he wants to go, no doubt. Might not be too bad an idea.
Good arm action on the circle change, swung on and missed. 0-2.
Well, I just don't think he was expecting that one, and it was the perfect time to just take a little off.
And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Boy. And in the first 2 games of this series, he's already struck out a total of 4 times now. You get to where you just hate taking that walk back to the dugout. I'll tell you, it's a very frustrating feeling.
Here's the shortstop, Zach Cozart. Swinging a soft liner. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. And the throw will go to second as they get the force out.
Oh, my goodness. I'll tell you, if I had a base hit taken away by a runner getting forced out by an outfielder, well, you'd have to put a straitjacket on me because, you know, I didn't get many hits. That's just a really bad read right there and a real waste of a base runner.
Into the box now, Homer Bailey. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Two out with the man at first. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Well, that fastball seems a lot quicker after 2 straight off-speed pitches.
On the ground up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
And anytime you send your pitcher up there with 2 away, you want him to at least give you a little bit of a battle up there. But he does way more than that. He singles here to turn the lineup over.
Billy Hamilton ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that 3rd hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0. 2 down, runners at first and second. Lifted the other way to left center. Schwarber sprinting after it. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Reds strand a couple. They lead it 6-2. Anthony Rizzo gets things started here in the 6th for the hometown team.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
In need of a quick inning here, but he starts this one with a ball. It's 1-0.
Well, you know, if there's anybody in this lineup capable of getting a rally started, this is the guy right here.
And, oh, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
And this might be just what the crowd needs to get off their hands a little bit. Last thing you want to do on the mound is hit a guy and have the crowd come to life against you.
Javier Baez will come forward now. He's popped out and struck out in his first 2 plate appearances. Bailey pauses. First pitch on the way. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Hamilton going back, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Well, that base hit is going to get his hit streak to 6 games now, so he's swinging it.
Villanueva.
Christian Villanueva ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up. And now the Reds are going to get the bullpen moving here, and it's a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. First delivery to him on the way. A changeup floats outside here for ball 1.
And this is a big spot right here. You've got to get something out of this, even if it's just a run or 2.
Runners at second and third here, nobody out. Up top, it's 2-0.
You can tell he's starting to get a little jumpy out there. He's got to take his time and really focus in on the glove.
Here he comes on 2-0. Hard hit towards center. Hamilton is there. Let's see if they try it. And they decide not to push things here with one away as he'll hold on at third base.
Here's another instance of a ball actually hit too hard to try to score on. He doesn't have to go all that far to make the play here, so it's probably a wise decision not to test his arm.
Here's Addison Russell. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike one.
And in this spot, you got to pitch for the strikeout here. And this is a guy that's gone down twice so far, so you do have that in your favor.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Hamilton is after it. He can't get there as it falls in. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Now batting, catcher.
So it's a tight spot here. First and second, one man out, and stepping in now is the catcher, Miguel Montero. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Now the 0-2 pitch. Drilled right back up the middle. And a reach to his backhand side at second, but this finds a way by. Long throw to the plate, and he will score ahead of the play, and that'll close the gap to 2. It's 6-4 now.
Well, we know this is a guy on the mound that doesn't like to waste a lot of pitches. He's coming right after his man on an 0-2 pitch, but this one's just a little bit more of a cement mixer. A lot of spin, but no action. So this is a good swing right here, and he's going to drive in a run with it.
Chris Coughlin will look to provide a little punch off the bench as he'll hit with runners at the corners and one out in the inning. Oh, and I think that got him in the foot. No play as the run comes in to score, and we're all hoping he's going to be okay on the mound.
Well, you know all the infielders are taught to try and knock a ball down in that RBI situation. But here on the mound, I don't think he had any choice. This one comes back at him and gets him flush. And by the time they all scramble around to find the ball, they have no chance of preventing that run from scoring.
Tony Cingrani will come on and try to get out of this mess here as there are 2 on with only 1 away. Jason Hayward will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
Trying to hold the lead. Trying to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Trying to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Not Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Still now on 1-2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is.
That's a ball.
And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. Where do you go from here?
I think he's set up for something off speed. If you can put that changeup below his knees, he won't come within a foot of it.
And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now. And now on 3-2, do you put any thought into sending the runners here with 1 away? Ready to deliver the full count pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Duvall on the move. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning. And he'll take those extra 90 feet, so put runners at the corners now with 2 gone in the inning.
I'm sure he'd like to have another shot at that pitch. But, you know, at least he's able to move that tying run up to 3rd now with 2 away.
Kyle Schwarber strides in now, and we'll see if he can come through with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th.
Well, there's still a lot of this game left, but it is starting to get late. This is a big opportunity that they don't want to let slip away.
Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. Tough spot here for a left-handed hitter, facing a guy that's exceptionally tough on lefties.
Yeah, you generally get so many at-bats against right-handed pitching. Now you're in a good RBI spot, and you're stuck facing a guy like this.
Here's a breaking ball that falls in there for a strike to even things at 1-1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Changeup, and that fades down and away. 2-2. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. The runners will hold tight, but it's a full count now. 3-2. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game. So they pick up 3 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left. 7th inning coming up. The Reds lead it 6-5. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Reds leading this one as we start the 7th, and before we commence, let's take a look at the game summary to this point. Pedro Strop is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
46, Pedro Strop.
Eugenio Suarez will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ballgame. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Here's a drive out to left center field. Around first, digging for two now. And he'll get in there standing up with a leadoff double.
Well, he smokes this ball right here. This is a fastball, and he's right on it. Drives it right into the left center field gap, and he's going to wind up on second with a leadoff double.
Joey Votto will stride in, but first we take you back to the third as you take another look here at his two-run homer that had him rolling early on. Looking to keep this a one-run game. And a fastball's in there for strike one.
And this is a big spot here in this ball game. You've got to be able to move that guy up 90 feet. It's a must in this situation.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. No one out with a runner at second. Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2. Rolled foul off to the left, so he stays alive. A little low. It's 2-2. And this is swung on and missed. And boy, they took care of a key man there. One away.
Well, there's the true definition of a power arm out of the bullpen. He just reared back and said, go ahead, try to hit it. And he blew that four-seamer right by the guy.
The catcher, Devin Mesoraco, stands in as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. One out and a runner on second base. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away. Scott Schebler will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Nail-biting time now in that third base dugout.
Well, things are starting to spiral here, and you've got to make sure this doesn't spin completely out of control.
That evens it up 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. I'll straighten him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. 1-2, here it comes.
Nope.
That one misses, and I think a ballpark full of umpires disagrees. It's 2-2. Almost the strikeout he needed.
Another pitch in the same spot might just get it.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
And after that pitch was called a ball on the pitch before, I think this actually qualifies as strike 4. You know, on the mound, he's probably thinking, hey, can I apply the credit to the next guy?
Here's Brandon Phillips as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
That's not a bad idea right there. Take a pitch. Make sure you get a good look at him and what he's throwing.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
Slapped hard the opposite way. And despite being down 0-2, he delivers anyway with a big base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. Now a 7-5 game.
And boy, if these guys turned things around from 24 hours ago. Remember, last night, they couldn't do anything. Wound up getting shut out. Tonight, a much, much different story.
Adam Duvall gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7.
And we'll see here if he can come through. It can be discouraging to see opportunities like this late in a ball game go untapped.
The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. Get out the microphone. Stretch time here at Wrigley. The Reds are on top, 7-5. Leading off the inning, Chris Bryant, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least 1 back here in this inning.
Line to the right side. Duvall is there, 1 away.
This isn't always the way you want to play it here. I mean, it's late in the game. Your guys are losing. Wouldn't be such a bad idea to take a pitch or 2. Instead, he chases after the very first pitch, and it's an easy out.
Anthony Rizzo will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
Runs up and gets this one down. But the throw will beat him at first, so the bunt for hit attempt is snuffed out.
And the way the balls have been rocketing all around the ballpark, you'd almost forget that someone might try to do this. It was a pretty good idea at the time, but it's not going to pay off for him in the end.
Javier Baez will come in now with 2 away, and to this point at least, so much for having the 3-4-5 guys get the rally started.
Yeah, it's been an important inning for that man out there on the mound. He's held his ground, and he may get through the teeth of this lineup, still holding on to that lead.
Cingrani pauses. Here's the pitch. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Drilled to the left side. Throw goes to Votto over at first. It's in time to retire the side. Down go the Cubs on just 4 pitches. They're down 7-5. Zach Cozart comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
Zach Cozart.
And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. Joe Smith will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Joe Smith.
Leading off the inning, Zach Cozart, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
A lot of people think that pitch will burn straight down, but it will work back a little bit towards righties, like that one did right there.
Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. One and one, here it is. Now a ball hit fouled off to the right side, and that just about got the first base coach. Chopped in front of home plate. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Well, this has been a bullpen game for some time now, but let's go back and review the performances of the 2 starters, neither of whom turned in an outing to remember. Tucker Barnhart will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Tucker Barnhart.
First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. Chop foul over towards the dugout. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Another one sent foul. Swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
Well, just an excellent sequence on the mound that time, and we're going to run you right back through it right here on Show Track. Now you're going to notice as the dots come up, the trend, pretty evident. Everything's going to be down around the knees or lower. Now the more you can stay out of any guy's wheelhouse, the better off you're going to be, and it worked perfectly right here.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. Lifted the other way out to left center. Hayward has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Reds are down in order. They're still up 7-5. Steve Delabar is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Steve Delabar.
Leading off the inning, Christian Villanueva, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And so far in this ballgame, he hasn't even been on base yet, so we'll see if he can make an adjustment here.
Hit hard to short. Cozart has it. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
The batter, the shortstop, Addison Russell.
Addison Russell steps in after hitting an RBI single his last time around. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control, 0-2. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball one. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game.
Well, that's a hat trick for him now. His 3rd strikeout in the game. And I think the one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to go down looking. That's almost like admitting you're beaten. That's a sinking feeling in that guy's stomach there.
Here's the catcher now, Miguel Montero. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one. The 1-0 delivery. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
Wow, no chance of getting on top of that fastball. I mean, that's helmet level right there.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Three and one now.
He knows the drill out there. You got to make him swing the bat. Cannot be giving up walks at this stage of the game, because those could be fatal.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit well on the ground to first. On to the bag with it himself is Votto, and the inning is over. Cubs are down in order. They're down 2, 7-5. Back here in Chicago with a great view of downtown as we're set here to start the 9th inning from Wrigley Field. Kicking off of the 9th, Eugenio Suarez, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. C.J. Edwards come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Striding in to start the 9th, Eugenio Suarez, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitter's count here, 2-0.
Off-speed pitch, and this one runs in and nearly gets him here.
Sometimes if you let that changeup go too soon, it'll take off on you. He's lucky that didn't hit him.
And that's over. 3-1. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
The first baseman, number 19, Joey Votto.
Joey Votto is set to take some more swings. He homered back in the 3rd inning. He's set. Here it comes. And he gets ahead with the curveball. Strike 1.
Oh, that is a nice pitch right there. You kind of slow it down and give him that big breaking ball to start off the at-bat. Make sure he's not a guy that's looking to ambush that first pitch fastball.
Called strike 0-2.
Gotta like the approach right here. He's basically saying, if you're going to beat me, you're going to have to take it to left field, because I don't think he's going to give this guy anything he can pull.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Rips this one to first. In there, a base hit. And they've really got something going here. Runners at 2nd and 3rd to start the inning. And he is in there. Now in the box, Devin Mesoraco. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and just another simple single to the outfield here would be big for these guys. It could score too.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. First pitch on its way. He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball one. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1.
He might have thought he'd be getting another dose of that curveball because he was way behind that one.
Here it comes on 1-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Bryant has it in his tracks, makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And he will score on the sacrifice fly.
Could be a big insurance run right there. He'll take anything you can get at this point, and that pushes a lead up to 3, so he'll be getting some high fives in that dugout.
So coming to the plate, Scott Schebler. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him.
And that's exactly what I'd expect them to do. No reason to give him a pitch that he likes.
Chopped weakly to the left. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Yeah, this ball just really wasn't hit all that well, and I'm a little surprised that the runner didn't try to score. I think he took a little bit too long to make up his mind, and once he hesitated, he had to stay at third base.
Here's Brandon Phillips. Skied into straightaway right. Bryant is in pursuit, and that retires the side. Reds will be forced to settle for just the 1. On now to the bottom of inning number 9. It's the Reds 8 and the Cubs 5. Jumbo Diaz is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Number 70, Jumbo Diaz.
Jorge Soler will get up off the bench to lead off the home half of the 9th. And they've certainly got their work cut out for them here, so he'll just need to work on getting aboard. And he'll try and crowd him there with a fastball to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
Whoa, there's that calling card right there. First pitch up and in right out of the bullpen. Wake up, everybody.
That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1.
You got to think one thing here. Get on base. A walk will do the trick.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call on that 2-seamer running in.
There's the good fastball, and he can't catch up. 3-2.
You want to talk about a live arm? Well, this guy's got one all right.
Bottom dropped out on him, and that's a strikeout. And he makes the throw to first. Soler is retired, and there's 1 away.
Now batting, center fielder,
Jason Hayward will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it 1 pitch at a time, 1 runner at a time.
Here's a pitch popped up, but should be playable for Mesoraco. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the 2nd out.
You see here on show track, that pitch up and in just ties him in knots. If you leave that out over the plate, you'll be in trouble, but if you can locate there, things will be just fine.
In now, Kyle Schwarber. As he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball one. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Phillips is up with it. Throw on to first is going to be in time to take care of him, and the Reds have come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over.
And you know what? I don't care who you're playing. You know, it's never easy to go out on the road and win any game. So that was a great effort by them in every phase of the game.
And quite a lot of offense in this one, but if we had to highlight one guy that made the difference, there he is. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was tight throughout, but in the end, he really helped lead his guys to this victory.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Reds win this one 8-5. Good night from Chicago.
The final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious